Afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing? All good? I was this morning. Again, I'm having to deal with jealous competitors. It's doing my head in. I've had the health and safety inspector down this morning, down to the boat. Right? I'm a fisherman and I sell fresh fish. Fresher than any other fish you can get in Brixham. Apparently, a few of my competitors have complained. They have complained on the way that I'm selling my fish. Right, I'll just give you an example of what I do. Well, in fact, some of you already know, right? I go out in the morning, I go out, I shoot, and I catch my fish. Right, when it comes aboard, you see what happens when it's aboard. It's in the pound. I pick and sort it out as quickly as I can. It is quickly gutted by hand, right? So all the guts is taken out. It is then washed by me, by hand, right? And on the prime fish, it's all cleaned individually, right? I then, once it's cleaned, sort it into the species, into different baskets, this, that and the other. I then put it in a box, which is cleaned, right, and disinfected from the day before, and goes into a box, a clean box, with ice in, with ice on top. So it is chilled straight away, yeah? I then come into the harbour and tie up. I have my gutting table, which is stainless steel, which is cleaned and disinfected, right? My knives cleaned and disinfected. So I've had Lars come down today and have a look around the boat, right? I'm a fishing boat. I'm not a shop. I'm a fishing boat. My boat is my shop and everything else, yeah? So now, what I've had to go and do is go and buy food grade disinfectant. Mind you, right, the fish is not on my boat for longer than, what? From net to customer, when the first customer comes down, it's less than an hour old. Now, because a few of my competitors have complained, the health and safety side of it, disinfectant wipes. Food grade disinfectant. The disinfectant that I've been using on the boat is apparently not good enough, even though it's disinfectant, right? So that's food grade disinfectant. Fast acting antibacterial cleaner and disinfectant. Kills 99.9 bacteria in 30 seconds. That's one, right? Two, there's another one, right? I've just gone and bought that. Then I've also got that, another disinfectant, right? And then, once I've had cleaned my hands with a thermos flask with hot water in, I can clean my hands afterwards after I've dealing with a customer. I then have to put hand sanitizer on, right? So now, while I'm on board the Bella, as well as catching fish and selling it, running the boat and everything else, I have now got to have all of this on the boat so I can keep my competitors happy. Fucking sad. Right, so now I've got all of that in place because I've got an inspection within the next couple of weeks. They've got what they wanted, they've pissed me off. But I've got everything in place now. Got the hot water, got all the disinfectant. I've actually gone and bought a new bait knife, new clean knife, new gutting knife. I've gone and done all that. So all the knives and everything else is all going to be clean. I am up to standard. I've got all the correct food disinfectant, even though I'm a fishing boat and I sell fresh fish that's been less than an hour old. Yeah. Yeah. I've got to deal with some stupid, jealous down the quay. So I'm just letting you all know. That's why I've not really gone live this morning, because I've not really been in the mood. So I've had to come and get all of this, as well as making sure everything's all tickety-boo. Obviously, you know that I'm already hygiene registered. I've got a hygiene certificate. I've got the hygiene certificate on the boat. The boat's registered to sell fish, fresh from the boat. But because I've done something out of the ordinary and sort of made it work, my competitors have got jealous and complained. But that's all right for them, because they've probably got 5, 6, 7 people that work for them that can do all of the other bits and pieces. I'm still a one-man band, and now I've got to try and make my boat like a shop, which really, it's really hard. So I've got one stainless steel table that I do all my gutting on, and I've got to clean that down after every time even though I do, and at the end of the day I bleach the whole boat down, boxes and everything else and all of that lot. Yeah, the disinfectant that I've got isn't good enough. It's got to be that food grade. So that's yeah, it's just really frustrating sometimes. Yeah. Oh, and also they've complained to Trading Standards that apparently I'm selling fish that I've not caught, or something along those lines. Everybody knows that I catch everything that I put on my Facebook page. I can catch, but with my customer base, I can't catch enough of it, right? So sometimes I have to get a bit in. At no point do I say I sell it as my own. Tell my customers that. The scallops, you know I can't catch enough scallops to keep up with you guys, so you know I have to get them from somewhere else. Some of the other species that I catch, I don't also catch enough of, so I get extra in, but you know that anyhow. And you know that I source the best, and being the fisherman, I know what boats to get it off. I know what best boats to get it off. So if I have to get a little bit of monking to keep up with the demand, I get it off the best boat, or the best boats. But you know that anyhow. But this is the shit that I got to deal with, and I'm nigh on at my tether's end to deal with this. Probably doesn't help that I've not eaten this morning, so I'm a bit hangry as well. But yeah, yeah, so that's done my head in a bit today. So I'm just putting it out there that I've gone out, I've got all the correct cleaning equipment, and as for Trading Standards, fuck me, I go live. A live haul. You see what comes aboard. Oh my god. Anyhow, before I really lose my shit, I'm going to go and have a coffee somewhere else, but I'm just leaving Booker's because I've had to come to Booker's to get all the cleaning equipment. And yeah, a little bit frustrated this morning, to say the least. And it wasn't like he come down and said, yeah, you've had one person complain. Apparently he's had a few complain. Mind you though, what he did say was, you're obviously doing alright because they wouldn't complain otherwise. Yes, I've got something pretty unique and it's pretty good, and it's worked, and I've made it work. I've stuck at it, I've persevered, I've jumped the hurdles, I've dealt with all the crap from the jealous fuckers as well. And yeah, they think that they yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I would love to say, but obviously I've got to curb it. I know who they are. That's the funny thing about it. I know who they are. And I'm just doing a video for their purposes as well, to say, look, you, I've gone and got it. Lars can come down and do his inspection, and I'll be all tickety-boo. I'll have everything in place, and I will carry on as normal. But yeah, obviously they don't like it when, well, they don't, do they? Especially the guys in Brixham don't like it when a small guy comes up with a good idea that they didn't come up with, and I've made it work. That's why they're jealous. And that's the way I'm thinking about it. That's the way I'm thinking about it, is that obviously I'm doing something that they haven't thought of. They're jealous, and I've made it work, so they've had to try and complain. Mad, isn't it? Nearly 2 years I've been doing this now. None of my customers have dropped down dead. So, yeah. Well, there you go. Yes. So, that's it for me for a minute. Exploding isn't the word, Reese. And the thing is, everybody, people that know me, know the, sometimes my temper can be quite short, but the pen is mightier than the sword. And on that note, I'm going to leave you to it. Cheers and gone.